How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Rainbow Star coming at you with another Dokkan Battle video. And today, I want to talk about all the old 70% God leads, possible EZAs in the future. Because we know that Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is going to be getting his very soon on JP. So I wanted to talk about what I think all of them are going to get once the EZA. So starting off with Gotenks, since he's the starting one now, the first one we're gonna get. Of course, he's the tech 70% and 3 key lead. He causes immense damage on his super attack, but the thing is about him that puts him a lot below the physical one is that he causes immense damage from his 9 to 11 key, but his 12 key only does extreme. That really drops his damage outputs like so much, and him having fused fighter and over in a flash, it's really hard not to get him 12 key. Like, say you run him on a fusion team, like if you link him up with like Blue Gogeta, STR Gogeta, anything like that, he's gonna start off with 11 key. There's no way of you gonna be able to get like any of his harder hitting ones, so that's why he doesn't run very well on those things. He does do a lot of damage, and he gets 120% up when performing a super attack, which is really good. I don't think they're going to change his attack buff because full power Frieza is still a beast even with still the 120. So, and if what they've done with other characters is any like showing of what they're going to do with this guy, they're going to make him better than the physical one. So I would say they're probably going to keep the 120, but they're going to give him immense across the board. So they're going to keep immense on the 12 key. He's still going to do more damage on his 11 key, but they're going to keep immense on his they're going to add immense on his 12 key, which would be awesome for this guy. I think that they're also going to give him like a 60% defense buff and a buff onto his stats, and I think that's going to be it. I don't think they're going to do anything too crazy because this guy can still hit very hard. Like, I've never actually pulled this guy. I got him off of the blue stone. Like, that'll show you exactly, like, he was never on a lot of banners that I would summon on, so I never actually pulled this guy. So I don't think they're not going to do much. I think full power Frieza is like a good representation of what they're going to do for this guy. They're probably going to give him like an extra 60% defense when performing a super attack, and that's probably going to be about it. Moving on to, I think Omega will probably be next after this guy. I think that would probably be like a pretty good idea. So he's the STR 3 key 70% lead. His super attack causes immense damage and greatly lowers defense. I don't think that's really going to change. They might give him like a greatly lowers attack and defense, maybe. I don't think they're going to give him like a massively rages attack or anything like that. And he also gets 80% attack, and all enemies attack minus 30%. So the thing is with this guy, I don't think they're gonna make him better than physical Omega, because physical Omega is a category lead, and it came out so much farther. Well, not a lot farther, but he came out after all the 120s. The 120 meta to the category meta is a pretty significant jump. It's not massive, but it's significant. So I don't think they're going to make him better than him, and I'm not sure if they really could unless they give him like a massive attack buff. So I think they'll probably give him like maybe 100% attack and like 70% defense, and then all enemies attack minus like 35% on top of that. I think that would probably do pretty well for him. And maybe, I don't know, maybe they will like up his super attack to give him like greatly raises attack when performing a super attack or something like that. I don't know, because I think they're gonna keep him slightly below physical Omega, but we'll see. This guy I think is really up in the air. They could give him like 100% attack and defense, and all enemies attack minus like 40%. Like they could make him like really really good on top of like his stats and everything, or they could make him like just a tier below him, where like if you don't have physical Omega, this guy is a very good sub option. We'll see. He'll definitely be. I think they're gonna give him defensive buffs to make him give him slightly more defensive viability than physical Omega. Then I think they'll do Broly, where I actually think this guy can become pretty nasty if they decide to. He'll definitely be better than the STR one, because they'll have different reasonings. The STR one's an AoE, so you can use him for the World Tournament and all that kind of stuff. But this guy gets a guaranteed additional attack once you have 8 or more ki, and that's basically all the time, because he actually has prepared for battle. So he's almost always gonna have 8 ki on whatever team you're running him on. So like he'll be a pretty good linking partner for the physical full power Broly if you're trying to beat like physical Super Battle Road or something like that. I think I don't know if they'll up him to immense. They might if they really want to be generous, but they don't like giving immense damage to people who have like guaranteed additional attacks. Like they didn't even want to give immense to physical full power Broly's AoE attack. They didn't want to give him immense. He still has Supreme, but I'm not sure. He only gets 7,000 attack, so I think that's the same attack buff that STR Gogeta had before he awakened through his EZA. So I think they might do a similar thing where they give him like an 80 or 90% attack buff with the additional super attack, and they might give him, I think they might give him like 80% attack and defense, and then the guaranteed additional super. That might be a little much. Maybe they'll do like 70 or something like that. But I think they can make this guy really good and a fair amount better than the STR one. I think they'll up this guy to the second best legendary Super Saiyan Broly in the game again, just behind LR Broly, of course, because they don't want to make anybody better than the LRs. That's like kind of a thing that they've been doing, where all the LRs that they release, they aren't releasing anybody else, like any other Dokkan Fest or anything of that same name. Like they haven't done it for LR Gohan, they haven't done it for Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, they haven't done it for Trunks, Bojack, any of those guys. Like they haven't done it yet. So next, so these two are the big kahunas. I'll leave Buhan for last. So this guy, this guy is gonna be busted again. He probably might be the best card in the game again. Once he Extreme Z awakens, he'll probably be the last one because of that. So he already causes immense damage, and he has these Vegito thing where he raises all allies' attack by 30% for one turn. Already awesome. They're not going to change that, I don't think. Now this is where this man's busted. Damage received by normal attacks minus 80% encounter with tremendous power. They're obviously going to give him an attack buff. I think they're going to keep the 80% damage received. I think they're going to give him what physical Super Vegito has, where he can stack his attack like up to maybe 60% for each attack he receives. Like each attack gives him an extra 10% attack up to like 60% or something like that. This guy with any type of attack buff is going to be insane. He was one of the hardest hitters in the game, if not the hardest hitter in the game when he came out, and he didn't have an attack buff. Like, look at it, he doesn't have an attack buff, and this man, like, say you run him on like Poltara, he'll counter attack for 400,000, he'll super for like 800,000 to a million, like, and he's doing this with absolutely no like attack buff at all. Like, give him 50% attack, he's gonna be supering for 100, like 1.5 million. He's gonna be countering for 700,000. Like, this guy's gonna be insane. Like, they're obviously gonna make him better than that's the thing. Are they gonna make him better than physical Super Vegito? I think they will, because he's not really like, physical Super Vegito isn't good on like even on his own team. Like, countering is really good, but like these guys can't take super attacks, and super attacks is what do so much damage anyway. So yeah, this guy will be interesting to see. I think they'll give him like the attack stat raise and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not they definitely won't give him a defensive buff. But yeah, this guy's gonna be nasty. I have him at 90%, as you can see. He's gonna end up with like probably like 19,000, like 19,000, 1850 attack rainbowed. So yeah, this guy's gonna be real crazy, but he does need another what is it called, category, because he's only on Poltara and Majin Buu Saga. Now my main boy Buhan, my first rainbow, love this guy. 14,000 attack, he's gonna jump up to probably like 17,000, 1750. He already causes immense damage and lowers enemies' attack and defense, and then if he gets his if he gets the Ghost Kamehameha, he does even more. I think he also raises attack on that one, I'm not sure. And then his passives, for every key sphere obtained, attack plus 12% and recovery 3,000. I talked about this guy on his showcase video, but I think they'll probably up him to like 15% attack. It doesn't sound like that much, but on these nuking units, it's 15 like, say you get him even just 3 orbs. That's an extra like 9% attack. So that's like, say that's 10. That's like jumping up from 70 to 80% attack. It's a big buff. That's just with 3 key spheres. Imagine 6, 7, 8. Like, he's gonna be hitting really hard, especially with that nice attack stat. They'll probably give him also like a defensive buff. They might give him 15% attack and defense. Who knows? If they really want to be generous, I would love that. And then his HP recovery, they'll either give him like a high base number, like 10,000 or something, like 10 or 15,000 or something like that, or they might give him like 3 to 5% to keep him like relative for a longer period of time this time, because percentage based stuff is what is really driving the game. Flat stat buffs really don't do anything. Like, look at physical Goku Black. He only gets 30,000 attack per key sphere. Doesn't really do much for him. He like, his baseline stays the same almost no matter what. So yeah, I'm thinking 15% attack and defense, and then like 5% HP recovery. I think that would be incredible for this guy. Really make him top tier again. This guy was like either a very close second best or arguably the best card in the game next to him and Super Vegito. Like, These guys are gonna bring so much life back into everything. The thing is, they can do whatever they want with Buhan because he's the only one here that doesn't have a direct upgrade as well. Like, all these guys, you can say they'll probably get better than the typing that they already have. Physical Super Vegeta will get, and AGL Super Vegeta will get better than the physical one. Physical Broly will get better than the STR EZ8 one already. Tech Tanks will probably get better than the physical one, and Omega will get better than his physical one. Like, Buhan, they can do whatever they want with, because the only like kind of Buhan unit is the transformation boost Boo that can go to Buhan if your HP is like 80% or above after turn 5 or something like that. Like, they can do whatever they want with him and he'll still be the best Buhan in the game. So I'm really looking forward to all of these guys. There's so much hype on JP because of Gotenks and stuff. I wonder if they're gonna bring in the, what is it called, the 100% leads like in between these guys. I think that they might, but we'll see. And that's the video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and till next time, deuces.